Hey, snackers, Matt the Napoli here,
Hello, snackers. This is Kareem Iskander.
and welcome to episode 132, Snack Minute.
We've been talking about Cisco U as a platform for a while, and today we have Ashley back to give us on what's new and exciting with Cisco U. Ashley, do you mind introducing yourself?
My name's Ashley Roach. I'm the Director of Product for Cisco U in the Learning and Certifications group.
Ashley, I'm excited about this. It's always good to have you. Been working together for a long time now, and I wanted to give our snackers kind of a peek into what your team has been working hard on for us in Cisco U. So if you mind walking us through on the features and what's new with Cisco U.
18 months ago, we were like, hey, we've got some content in here. Now we've got a whole lot more content that has been both sort of moved from the old platform, CDL, into Cisco U, but also we've added content that is brand new. And, Kareem, you probably talked about the tutorials and stuff in the past, but I think
Ad
there's
nauseam.
a bunch of new ad nauseum. Yeah. So we've got some great new content that's been provided by experts, right, at Cisco, so that's a really cool aspect. Makes it really simple for everybody to get kind of ramped up on these bite-sized topics, but yeah, those are kind of like just the reflections. And so, well, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's new. We haven't changed kind of visually the way that it works, but we've done some things kind of very recently that I think have big impacts for our community. One of those things is most of you are probably familiar with the RevUp campaigns, and the RevUp campaigns are to help folks learn new technology areas, but also be able to maintain their continuing education credits. And for a while, continuing education credit redemption has been painful, and
Yes.
maybe a bit slow. But what's fantastic is now we've integrated the CE system with Cisco U. So you can come in, do your continuing education credit work, and it will automatically grant you the CE credits. And it's just, really, really, really fast. So it's gone from maybe up to 30 days to get your CE credits down to it just basically happens within moments or minutes. So that's a really cool one. So that just brings together more of the L&C environment into kind of this experience of Cisco U. One other area that's really cool that we heard at various Cisco Lives was, hey, it's sometimes challenging to know what certification training content maps to the certifications that I want to earn. For those of you who haven't, I won't go through a big demo of it, but when you come in the first time for Cisco U, I mentioned that guidance principle. And so it will automatically present you with several questions. So like, hey, what are your technology interests? So I'm going to pick like cloud and computing. What skill level are you interested in learning about? Beginner, I'll just pick beginner. And then what certification are you interested in pursuing? And so, I don't know, I'll pick DevNet Associate. So when I click on that, you'll notice that it was behind the scenes, but all of this learning down here, these tutorials, the learning paths, courses, and so on are tailored to those questions that I just answered. So that's dropped in on this For You page, and then we give you the opportunity to explore around if you want to look at the other parts of the catalog through the Explore tab. I'll just click on that. So you can look at all the different types of content we have in here. And then I mentioned the certification piece, so I'll click on that. So what we did was, again, kind of work with the web team to marry up the experience that exists there with what's in here. But the important part is here's all the different certifications that we offer. So everything from Cisco Certified DevNet Associate to the professional level, and I'll just scroll a little bit, but I'll come back up to the top. And maybe we'll click on the DevNet Associate one. And so within here, it gives you some information, right? Hey, what are the careers, right, that map to this certification? Why might you be interested in a DevNet Associate cert? And then, hey, we're going to guide you through the process. So how do you prepare? How do you connect with other people who are either studying for the exam, going through the certification material, and then get you straight over to be able to schedule your exam? So you can prepare, take the learning path. So we have the specific one that's designed to help prepare you for the DevNet Associate exam. Once you've done that, you can even just jump here real quickly and schedule the exam. There's a DevNet community for earning your certification, so you can jump straight over there. And then again, here's the exam number, the topics, and then you can pop over to, I think it takes you to Pearson, and you can kind of register and get scheduled for the exam. And then there's associated learning along these topics. So some Git for network engineers, a CCIE journey. So somebody in the podcast talking about, hey, they probably started at CCNA, maybe did the DevNet thing, got to CCIE. So these are a couple, but there's a whole lot more in the platform that you can browse around and discover. So this is a really cool way that we blended the content that we have in the system with mapping that information to your objectives, right? Your goals as a learner.
This is a direct reflection of a lot of the feedback that we got from our customers, our community, saying that we need to, we should simplify our certification journey to have everything in one place, so we would know what we're doing and what we need to learn. And so I think this is just spot on.
Yeah, we're pretty excited about this this feature. So hopefully the rest of the community resonates with you. And if you have suggestions, everywhere in the site we have this feedback button. So feel free to click that. Put your comments in. Those comments, through some fancy automation, go through into a WebEx room that my whole team plus others within the organization, we see it as soon as it's entered. So it's real-time feedback. We look at it, we take it seriously. So no matter whether it's specific to this page or what have you, we're totally engaged with gathering that feedback. So that's the certifications piece within Cisco U that we released right before maybe beginning of December, something like that. We have now introduced for our enterprise customers admin capabilities. So you can come in and manage your the learners that you have purchased the access for, the subscriptions that you've purchased, and so on. That's a really big deal for those customers that purchase bigger license tranches from us. And then another piece that's more oriented towards individuals, but also companies that want to purchase single titles. So these learning paths, for example, you can purchase a subscription to Cisco U, so you get access to either everything, or you have an essentials package. And the essentials package enables you to get access to associate level training content. And so, we tried to price it in a way that makes sense in the context of purchasing a single title. We'd love you to purchase the subscription, but not everyone has budget to be able to do that. And so in the past, you've had the ability to purchase single titles through the CLN store. You can still do that, but now when you purchase them, they're fulfilled into Cisco U. So you're not having like a split experience of going to kind of the older systems, although it's still great content, but getting you into kind of the new experience with like pre and post assessments and all that cool stuff that we've added in. So that's a great thing for everyone. Stay tuned. We're working on more capabilities for e-commerce within the overall experience.
That's really exciting, Ashley. I will say historically it's been a little bit of a head scratcher to figure that stuff out. So it's cool to see that you guys are consolidating that, and I can totally see the path you're going down. So for those learners that are going through the paths of certification, or even just trying to maintain their skills, I think the direction you guys are going is very clear, and it will be. If they're not appreciating the improvements now, they're going to definitely appreciate the improvements as time goes on.
We hope so too. And again, very open to feedback from our customers and community. A couple other pieces that I wanted to highlight. One is I'm just going to explore over here. Is we have introduced content from App Dynamics. So App Dynamics University was a thing that was part of the App Dynamics company, and like a standalone education entity. That team and that content has now come over to the Learning and Certifications group. And so we've done two things. One is we've introduced, this is our first instructor-led training that's available within Cisco U. So this will take you to the learning locator, and that will help you schedule instructor-led. Now, App Dynamics customers had a slightly different pricing model and packaging and so on. So this is not like available to everybody. You can go purchase individually, but some AppD customers have a different kind of access in here. We also have the digital e-learning for App Dynamics. And so if you search on like App Dynamics, see if I can come up with, so we have these different courses. So, and these courses are the piece of content that came over that were like free digital access content for learning App Dynamics. So those are some cool things that we're bringing in that AppD content. Stay tuned on ILT, more to come there for folks. But this is kind of a peek a little bit into some of the direction that we're headed with blending ILT with e-learning and some things like that.
This is awesome. Ashley, thank you so much for taking the time to showing us all of this. I know we talked a lot about the whole blended learning experience and being able to come into Cisco U, whether you do an instructor-led course or sign up for one at least, or take your certification, or take your own paced learning path. It seems like we're doing all of this and we're working towards that. I think there's a lot more to come. You touched a little bit on the enterprise user here and being able to manage their different licenses. And so if you are in Amsterdam, Cisco Live Amsterdam next week, Ashley, myself, and Matt are going to be there. And so come meet us. Ashley is going to be demoing the new features that we have in Cisco U, including some of the things that he did not touch on today. So if you are there, come hang out with us and talk to us about Cisco U. But Ashley, appreciate your time, and it's always a pleasure to have you on Snack Minute.
Thanks. Great seeing you. And, appreciate the invitation to share what we've been up to. So thanks everyone out there too.
Thank you, Ashley. Thanks, Snackers. We'll see you next week.